What is going on, Rooted? It is Wednesday, it's hump day, I got my socks on, and we are going to focus on improving how our hips move. Just so happens that this falls on Valentine's Day, so, helpful information for all of us. So what we're gonna do is, all you're gonna need today is a chair or something that will elevate your foot. We are gonna be doing the couch stretch again. We're gonna start on our back. We're gonna work up onto our knees, do some stuff on the ground, and then work into that couch stretch before coming back to the ground to do some shin boxes. Right now, those are all just words, but you'll be able to put some movements to them here in a second. So we're gonna start on our back. Remember to maximize the benefits of your mobility exercises. Tongue on the roof of your mouth and breathing in and out through your nose is gonna be ideal. So we're gonna start. We're gonna pull our left knee up towards our chest, but then slightly out towards our armpits. And we're gonna grab that knee and hug it into our body. You should not feel any pinching in your hips. You should just feel a little bit of a light stretch through your inner thighs and maybe even a little bit into your high hamstring. Once you're here and you breathe, you're gonna extend that other leg out. And you're just gonna hang out for 2 breaths. So we're gonna breathe in, breathe out. One more, breathe in, breathe out. And then I'm gonna pull that other knee up, lock it in place, and then place my foot down, and then extend. I'm gonna breathe. If extending your legs creates a big arch in your lower back, you can bend it or lengthen it however much you want, but you should feel that pull without feeling any discomfort in your back. And there's my second breath. I'm gonna pull that knee back in, bring that left leg back up, grip behind my thigh, and then extend my leg to the ceiling. And I'm gonna hold for a breath. And then bring my other knee in and extend. Hold for a breath. We're gonna do 2 more on each side. Bring that knee up, extend. When I exhale is when I'm gonna try to get a little bit more out of that length. So I'm gonna breathe in, exhale, straighten that leg out a little more, and then 1 more each side. Bring in, extend, breathe in, exhale, and extend. Last one. Right leg comes in, grab behind your knee if you can. You can also grab your pants, or you can do all your reps on one side and get like a yoga strap or a belt to help you keep that leg in. Adjust these movements so that you feel good. Okay? I'm gonna rotate my body a little bit. I'm going to bring my left foot outside of my hips. So it's gonna be wider than my hips, and that's gonna start to angle my knee in towards my midline. I'm then going to take the outside of my right foot and I'm going to place it on top of my left knee. I want to pay attention to my hips and lower back. They should both be flat against the ground. What I'm doing here is working an internal rotation of my left leg, and I'm going to hold it for 2 to 3 breaths. So I'm going to breathe in, breathe out. It's okay to allow that leg to drop further on the exhale as long as it's not pulling your hips out of alignment. They still should both be in contact with the ground. 1 more. I'm going to slowly lift the right foot off, place my right foot outside of my hips, and then take the outside of my left foot and place it on my right knee. Okay. And I'm going to hang out here for 2 breaths. So breathe in, breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in, breathe out, and then carefully lift. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you from a profile. We're going to do a reclined pigeon. You can place your foot on top of a chair or a bed or anything that will help support it if you find this is a challenging position. If not, you can cross your right ankle over your left thigh, and then you're going to pull your left thigh towards your chest until you can grab through and around your leg, and then you're going to try to sit back down or lay back down and get your head on the ground. You don't want to stay crunched up. We want our spine to be nice and long, and we're breathing in here for 2 to 3 breaths, One more. And then uncross. And then switch to the other side. You should not feel pain in your knee here. If you do, adjust how far you're pulling your thigh towards you. This may be where you need something to help support your leg so that you can adjust the angle of your top or your bottom leg so that you're not feeling any stress on your knee. Good. And we're gonna come down. We're gonna come up onto our knees. We're going to get our toes pulled underneath, and we're gonna just do some regular rocks. So our eyes are forward, our head is up. We're coming forward until we feel some pressure on our wrist, but we're really focusing on rocking back as far as we can. So that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. Then I'm gonna point my toes and then do 5 more rocks. Pointing your toes is gonna allow your hips to go further back, so pay attention to what your spine is doing. You don't want your back to round. You wanna keep a nice long spine, and we're rocking forward and back. Last one. And then we're gonna start to do circles. We're gonna pretend like you have a Sharpie marker hanging from your belly button, and you're just gonna try to draw the biggest circles you can in one direction, and then when you're back into your hips, you're gonna draw the biggest circles you can in the other. 3, 4, 5. Good. Now, from front view, I'm gonna take my left leg, I'm gonna extend it straight out, so I want it in line with my hips. That foot's gonna be flat, eyes are forward, head is up, and I'm gonna do 5 rocks here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna press hard into my hands, and that's gonna take stress off of my lower body. I'm gonna bring that leg in, and then I'm gonna do it on the other side. Right foot gets flat on the ground, right leg is straight, and I'm rocking back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Load my hands up, bring my leg in. So same thing, I'm going to bring that leg out, and then I'm going to do circle rocks, but with my leg extended. And what I'm gonna do is emphasize, as I rock towards it, I'm actually gonna angle my shoulders towards my leg. And then I angle away, and then angle towards my leg. Same thing, 5 rocks. Ease your way into this. You will feel a significant pull through the inner thighs. Last one. And then again, load your hands, and then unload your leg. So from a side view, right leg's out. I'm gonna do circle rocks toward my legs, and see how I angle my shoulder closer to my thigh, and then angle away. Okay? So rocking, angle towards, and then angle away. Towards my hip. Last one. And good. All right. One more on our knees. You can actually split these up if you need to, if you start feeling some discomfort in your knee. I'm gonna bring my left foot right by my left hand, and I'm gonna start to lengthen my right leg further back, and I'm just going to rock back and then rock forward and sink my hips down low. Rock back, rock forward, sink my hips, rock back, rock forward, keep my eyes forward, my head up, rock back, rock forward. Last one, rock back. What's up? Rock forward. Carson just came in. Okay. Bring that left foot back. Right foot goes forward. Okay. Bring that left foot back a little further. Rock forward and sink your hips. Rock back. Do your best to keep your eyes forward and your head up. Two more. Down. Last one. Sink your hips down. Right. Push hard to your hands. Get that foot back. Come over to your chair or your couch, and we're going to place our right foot up onto that object that you have. Make sure that there's something underneath your knee to make that comfortable. And then you're gonna bring your left foot up. Both hands, left hand and right hand, come to top of your left knee. And you're going to push into your leg to bring your torso upright. And we're gonna hold here for 30 seconds. If you want to create a more intense stretch, squeeze your glute, lock in your midsection, and then push that foot into your chair or couch. And you're holding. That's 30 seconds to get out of it. You're gonna push your hips back towards the chair, bring your hands down to the ground, bring that foot back, and then you can take your foot off, and we'll do the left side. Left foot on the bench or on the chair, right foot comes up, two hands on right knee, and push in. Get tall through your torso, squeeze the left glute, pull in the midsection, and push that left foot into your chair or bed to increase the intensity of the stretch. And we're holding for 30. Now this should not create any pain in your back. If it does, you can change the angle of your torso and still work on getting your hips forward to increase the stretch that you're feeling while taking pressure off your back. Most of us, if we feel pain in our back in this, is because we're really arching and we want to try to work and tuck our hip underneath to get a neutral hip position. That's 30 seconds. I'm gonna hinge, push my hips back towards the chair, hands come down, foot comes back, and that takes the stress off. All right, last thing we're gonna do are called shin boxes. We're going to do more of these in videos that are gonna come out in the next couple weeks. Next week, we're gonna be focusing on our ankles and our wrist. But I wanna get you guys a little introduction to some shin boxes because there's a lot of things that you can do from here. So I'm gonna sit down on my hips and I'm gonna place my hands behind my back and I'm gonna prop my chest up. I'm gonna take my right foot and I'm gonna bring the outside of my right knee to the ground. And I'm gonna take the inside of my left knee and I'm gonna place it right by my foot. And if you look, it's gonna create like a 90-degree angle with my shins. If this is an easy position for you to get into, you can bring your feet further away from your body and that will put more stress on your hips. If this is uncomfortable, you can bring your feet closer to your body and that will take stress off of your hips. It's okay to use your hands. I'm gonna switch from one side over to the other. And I'm gonna place my hands behind me so that I feel nice and stable, and I work to keep my feet in the same position. So as my knees flip from one side to the other, my feet are staying relatively stable. I'm not moving my feet in and out. I'm just flipping my hips from one side to the other. We're gonna do 5 more reps. Last one each way. Good. All right, so for most of us on Valentine's Day, that should get our hips ready to do what we need them to do. So the Carsons are in here priming the pump. So that's how you stay married for as long as they have. So try it out. If you have any questions or if you need any more information, make sure you reach out to me and have a good Wednesday.